There are two things left for me to show you in this series of tutorials. One of them is related to this editor here. Let's go to our homepage. Look, you have by now developed your website pretty much, right? That's fair to say. We don't have everything there yet, but well, it looks okay. Now, think about the visitors to your website. You all know that most of your visitors will come to your website using their phones, not really computer screens. Okay, some of them will use computer screens as well. But most of them, especially for a website that talks about wines, will want to browse it somewhere sitting in a restaurant with friends and showing each other about your vineyard and so on. So for most websites, it's very important to have all of the pages you developed transferred somehow to the mobile mode. To do this, as I told you in the beginning of these videos, you click here, switch to mobile, and now here it is. This is our home page. Switched to mobile, but of course it looks not really nice. You don't want it to look this way, right? Essentially, you have to adjust everything on on each of your pages for the small screen, which is your phone screen. And to do that, you have to do a pretty boring task of reducing. Basically, most of this boils down to reducing the font on your text and maybe resizing some images and so on. That's it. So let's go and try to fix this header first. You better ungroup the elements first, and then once you ungroup them, you can move them around one by one. Okay, I have to expand this a bit first. All right, reduce this pretty much, maybe like this. Put it somewhere up there. Okay. Then, of course, also reduce the font of this a lot. Okay. More. Then you can shrink it and move it next to your logo here. You also have to reduce the font of this. I know it looks too small here on this screen, but once you turn off this big screen and turn on your phone, it will look much more suitable. Okay, maybe this will do. Let's try to move it somewhere to the middle. Maybe here. The best one. Let's pull this up a bit. Okay, now we can actually select them all and group them. So click here, Shift. Why don't they want to group? I have no idea, but I expected it to group. Okay, doesn't matter. Now we can shrink this too. The menu is here, as with almost every other app on your phone. Now you have to shrink everything else. Shrink this text a lot again, otherwise it will not look very nice on your phone screen. Pull it up a bit, not that much, maybe up to here. Center it, then reduce this font as well, and a little more. Okay, and this one here also. Pull it up. Maybe we can try also to, okay, try also to move it a bit away. Good. This text, we should probably design it somehow like this so that the link is on the right-hand side. Pull this up as well. And I think we can now just shrink this whole strip, and that's it. What I'm saying is that essentially you have to do the same for all the elements on your design, because on your phone they will not look nice if they are put like this. Okay, maybe central align it like this. And also shrink this font and this button as well. Yeah, for this button, it's more difficult because you have to design text first. Text, show text here. The font size, let's put it to say 12, see what it's like if I put it to 12. Yeah, okay, it can go on like that. So, no, not that one, not that one. It's not what I wanted. So click here and move just this one. It's a repeater, luckily, so it moves for all the other elements of the repeater. Now click this one, move it up there, and only this way it will look okay for your entire repeater. All right, good. That's about the repeater. Let's see how you redesign the footer a bit to be suitable for your phone. Again, remember that we had this group here. I suggest we ungroup these elements and move this logo here, shrink it a bit, although it looks tiny on this computer screen, but it will not look that bad on your phone screen. Okay, cool. This one requires ungrouping and changing the font of this text element to something much smaller, like this. Also, the copyright icon should go like that. Move this to the left a bit, and then try to group it again, or at least move it together if it doesn't want to group. Okay, then maybe this this little icon can just go here, somewhere to the center, like this, and your socials can go somewhere here. Okay, shrink the footer, not that much, a bit more for it. Yeah, about like this. And that should do. Again, this is a very boring task, but I suggest you definitely do it if you want the visitors of your website to enjoy it as they should. One last thing, once you complete doing it with every page that you developed, I suggest you try it out. You try it out on your phone. I can't show you what it looks like on the phone, but here is the address of our website. Remember that I didn't adjust every page, just the home page, but try it on your phone, it's worth it. once you try it on your phone, you know if there is something else that you have to adjust. For example, even without trying that thing on my phone, I know that I have to somehow shrink this part here, because this is the phone, right? You don't need too much white space around all of the items of your repeater. This, of course, ruined my footer, but it's okay now. Should be okay now. Now, preview it, see what it looks like. Then you kind of scroll it up and down, see if there is anything that you should prefer to see differently. Click your menu there. If you go to any other page of your menu, it will not look nice because it is not adjusted yet. But okay, you can pretty much live with it even this way. Again, I suggest you adjust it every single page. Okay, so that's it. Let's publish our website, and then go back to the editor. One last thing I wanted to show you, and it's not related to this editor, is related to the dashboard, actually. And it's just a couple of phrases that I want to add here before we wrap up with this series of video tutorials. Go to your dashboard, and now put yourself in a situation that you are really developing this website for your business, or for just making an impression on someone, whatever, for educational purposes, like I did. And you will notice that your website grows up very quickly. You add page after page, blog after blog, post after post. You have your website growing. You will probably want sooner or later to include some of the collaborators to help you develop their website. Again, this is not the course on web design. You might want to include some collaborators to do some web designing here. But be it web designers or just your helpers, you will want to include some collaborators here. Go to settings here in the dashboard, and go to roles and permissions. Here you will see that this is me, all right? I'm the owner here, but I can invite people here, somebody else, and give them different kinds of permissions here, different levels of permissions. Someone can be a co-owner or an admin, like me, I'm the only owner of this website for now. Or they can be just website managers who can access things, edit and publish and everything, but they cannot delete your website, for example, or transfer ownership to somebody else or something like that. There can be a website designer that can change something, but they are not the same as managers. Or they can be just back office managers who can only add some apps or something like we did with Instagram and the blogs, but they cannot edit the site. There are some other roles that you can set up here, but I don't want to go into these details. So back to our website. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your attention and being with this series of videos with me. Yeah, that's basically it. Hope you're going to develop your own websites. Good luck with it. And if you need any suggestion, recommendation, advice, whatever, feel free to contact me. Thank you very much. Bye.